Hey, with this video, we're going to start a whole new series on how to achieve marketing success. Marketing success leads to sales success, leads to business success. Think about it. Next to product development and methodology development, marketing is probably the most important thing you've got to do. If you don't succeed at this, you're not going to get enough customers, and you'll eventually run out of money because you're not selling much. So what we're about to do is just go through the basics in this video. It won't take that long. But then in subsequent videos, we're going to take each of these elements of marketing and break them out and talk about them in more detail, give you some guidance as to what you've got to do to be successful at this. There's a lot to it. Believe it or not, there's a lot to it. So buckle up. We'll get going here. So here's how you've got to get started. You've got to have a market defined. What that means is that you've identified a place in the industry, a place in the business world where there is a need that you can fulfill. And you have determined that this is a huge need, so large that you're going to find specific segments within this large market for you to go after. And you're going to put together a marketing plan for it. You're going to start by defining, well, who are the players in this market? Or most importantly, who are the potential customers in this market? And you want to define all the demographics about them and the details of the needs that they have, and quite frankly, how you're going to fulfill those needs by describing the benefits that you'll bring to these potential customers. So you start with a defined market. Then what marketing is all about is creating what I call, and what many people call, lead generation programs. Leads are prospective customers, people that you're going to determine whether or not they have the need that you're going to fulfill. But marketing is all about lead generation. I talk about that all the time. Many other people also talk about other aspects of marketing that are important. Corporate communications, brand management, and brand loyalty. Of course, you need a logo, you need a tagline, and all of these kinds of things that go with marketing. No matter how you look at it, and whatever aspect of marketing you're talking about, it's all about lead generation. That's the end result, a prospective customers that you could potentially sell to. So you have to have lead generation programs, and we're going to talk about lead generation in a lot of depth in future videos. In your lead generation program, you're going to have targets. That's kind of an ugly way to refer to potential customers, but they're targets of your marketing campaign. Everything that you do in marketing has got to reach your targets. These are the people you want to sell to, that you've spent all of this time trying to figure out who they are and describing their demographics. Now it's time to target them by understanding how they get information about new products and services. And once you understand that, you'll be able to put in place the right marketing programs that reach them. And you reach them where they are, not where you hope they'll be. You got to know what marketing channels they're on, whether it's Facebook or LinkedIn or Instagram, whatever the heck it is. And you need to have campaigns that target them through those channels. More on that too later. Of course, when you're in the market, your products and services have to be well differentiated from others. That is, those you are competing with. Your differentiation shows that not only do you fulfill the needs of your potential customers, but you do it better than anybody else. It becomes a no-brainer as to why potential customers ought to come to you, is because you're better. You are better at fulfilling their needs. And you can quantify that, and you can explain it to them in your marketing programs. It's the main thing that's going to attract them to your company. It's your differentiation. What makes you different? We'll focus on that in a future video as well. Once you've determined what your differentiation is, now you've got to figure out how to say it. That's called messaging. You develop marketing messages that will appear on your website and any of the other marketing material that you put together. You're going to say it to them in really effective, concise, pointed, data-filled messages. So this is all about how you say what your differentiation is. It's an art form. We'll talk to you more about how to put your messages together as well. So I want to wrap this up with three more thoughts for you. I want to talk to you about the three components of a marketing campaign. And the first is what I call awareness, creating awareness in the potential customers that have the need that you can fulfill. It's that simple. The elements of creating awareness starts with a great website with all of that wonderful messaging that explained your differentiation and got them interested enough to read a little bit about it and want to know more. You created awareness, but you created it by reaching them on the channels that they listen to, the marketing channels that they go to every day. That's awareness. Then, once they're aware of your products and services and your differentiation, they're going to come to your website and check you out. So this evaluation is not you of them, it's of them of you. And they'll learn that on your website. So that says your website has to be really well done. It has to be rich in content. It's got to get your message across clearly, showing your differentiation, as I said earlier. But you want this to be the second step of three. If you don't pass their evaluation of you, they're going to leave your site and you'll never hear from them again. You've lost. I don't know what you're envisioning for a website, but I'm going to encourage you in later videos that it has to be very rich in content. Keep people there, teaching them in a matter of a few minutes, not much more. I literally mean a few minutes, to have them evaluate you and be interested enough to want to know more and get in contact with you. That's how you pass evaluation. They want to take the third step. So what is the third step? It's a famous marketing word called conversion. That is, they take a call to action that you've provided them, probably on your website. There are other forms of conversion having to do with B2B lead qualification, all the way through product sales online. There's a variety of ways to convert what could be a potential customer into one who's taking action that you have guided them to. So we'll talk a lot about conversion because it's what gets your customer engaged with your business. And from there, you try to close sales. So that, in a nutshell, is what we're all about in this series of videos on how to achieve marketing success. So in the next video, we're going to expand on the basics and take all of these elements of marketing one by one and provide you some important guidance that hopefully will help you have a successful marketing campaign yourself. And with all of that, I'm Bill Warner. Have a great day.